Oh, I saw a stray cat walking in a parking lot. What do I do now? The first thing that we have to determine is if the cat that you saw was indeed a feral or a stray cat. So how do you know the difference? A feral cat will typically be out at night. They're nocturnal, whereas the stray cat will be out during the day. The other thing is feral cats don't like to make eye contact, and they're very quiet. They don't make a peep. Stray cats, however, will talk to you. They'll put their tail straight in the air and go over and greet you. We've determined that this cat that I've seen is a feral cat. So what I do is plan to trap this cat. The best way typically to plan on trapping a cat is getting them on a regular schedule. And the way to do that is to set out food at the same time every day for approximately a week. That cat's going to learn where the food is, and the cat's going to keep coming back. And once you've got an established schedule, you'll be able to actually set up the trap instead of the food, with the food being in the trap, and easily catch your cat. Let me show you the equipment that we use. First of all, we use a humane trap, and we do loan traps out. They're $20 cash deposit, and you get that $20 back as soon as you return the trap. When trapping, you want to make certain that your trap is on a level ground. Cats will not walk into a trap that's wobbly. Let's say this is a stone. No cat is going to walk into that trap. So you want to make sure that it's level and sturdy. The other thing that you want to do is be very covert. So under a bush is smart to do, and when you're feeding, feed under that bush so that the cat knows to go under and in, and that will make him less afraid of the trap. You also want to make sure that it's out of sight or out of traffic, because if you have people coming around, they're going to disturb and the cat won't go into the trap. These are very simple to use. So to set up a trap for a feral cat, you've got typically a back door, and you'll simply put food back here. And I usually use like a lid top or a French fry container, a small bowl. You don't want to serve it in the can because you don't want the cat to cut their mouth trying to eat it, trying to get every drop. So I'm going to put some food in here. Once I do that, I'm going to close the back door. I'm going to lock it because I've actually had a cat get out of here and without it being locked. Then I'm going to pull the rings up on the front to be able to open the door. And it's very simple. The door is open. I've got an arm back here that I can lift up and then leverage it against the door that has another lever. Now I'm going to bait the cat. And by doing that, I'm going to dribble just a little bit of food right here at the front, and then about every 6 inches, just a little bit in there, or the juice of this can, or tuna, or mackerel, or salmon, something super stinky. Occasionally I'll put a hard treat in there because some cats, believe it or not, like hard food. So the cat's there, the trap is set, and I'm waiting for the cat to go in it. I don't want to leave this unattended because who knows what can happen. So we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on the trap. And then once the cat goes in, he's going to step over this plate and he's going to go to the food, and the trap has gone off. Cat's in the trap. He's not very happy. So we are going to quickly throw a towel over him. And again, I'm nearby in a car. And just let him settle down. This will settle him down. Another thing that you may want to do is use a zip tie on the front. And this is once the cat is settled down, you want to just put a zip tie right here on the front. And that way you're certain that the cat's not going to tumble the trap over and get out of the trap. It's hard to get a cat back in a trap. Rule of thumb, if you don't catch the cat that you're after, but you get a different cat, and the cat isn't ear-tipped, and doesn't have a collar, bring the cat in, because we want to make sure every cat is spayed and neutered. So you don't always get the cat that you're looking for. Now I'm going to go to my scheduled appointment that I have and get this cat all set. So I get the cat back. He's neutered, he's vaccinated, he's ear tipped. I have to recover him. So how to do that is you want to keep them at least 24 hours to 48 hours, depending on what's going on with the cat, depending on the condition of the cat. And I want to keep this trap in a climate-controlled area. Some people use a bathtub, which is great because it's easy to clean, a garage, a basement, a bathroom, any extra room that's quiet and cool. So what I'm going to do is to provide food over the next few days. I'm going to very carefully slip food in through a very small space, maybe 1/4 of an inch, and just slip in food. I'm not too concerned about the mess that this kitty is making because naturally he's going to have to go to the bathroom. However, when you bring a cat to Safe Care Spay Neuter Clinic, when we return the cat, there's actually a pee-pee pad underneath, so the kitty can go to the bathroom in there. Now it's time to release the kitty. He's done very well. He's had a couple big meals, and you want to make sure that you're always feeding wet food and put a little bit of extra water in there, and that hydrates the cat. Now the cat's going to go back to exactly where you picked up the cat. We don't go and relocate cats. That sets them up for failure. So you have to make sure that you're returning the cat where you found them. And this is very simple, simply taking the cat back to that location, opening the door carefully. Obviously that will be cut, and the cat's gonna zoom out. Always point the trap away from any traffic, away from a parking lot, so that the cat doesn't dart out into traffic. And you're all set. You may even want to continue feeding this cat and caring for this cat, and by doing so you can set up a feeding station. We're happy to help with any information about setting that up. 2 to 4% of the feral cats in this community are not altered. This is where the abundance of kittens come from during kitten season, which really lasts all year. By making a difference and altering just one cat saves so many lives. One female and her offspring can produce upwards of 60,000 cats and kittens within 5 years. You want to always be sure to go to a veterinarian clinic that is comfortable working on feral cats. Safe Care Spay Neuter Clinic is very comfortable working on feral cats. We spay and neuter hundreds and hundreds of them every year. We are more than happy to help. We have different resources to be able to help you and are happy to assist in any way. You can come to us anytime that you've seen a feral or stray cat, and we can help you in a number of different ways, whether it's putting a cat into our adoption center for adoption, or whether it's helping you with the feral cat colony. Call us. We're easy to work with, and we've got a lot of experience.